I'm ready for another close-up, Mr. DeVille. Welcome to Wordplay Podcast, episode 95. I am your host, Dre Parker, and as always, by my side, Big J.
What up?
I know I didn't have a lot of energy in that one. It's been a rough week for a lot of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know we usually start with like things people do for views, and I just didn't have the desire to, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to kind of talk about the unfortunate event of the passing of Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant and a few other people that I will name as the conversation go. But the shit didn't feel real.
Yeah, it didn't. Not right off the bat.
So I really feel like, and I told you earlier, like I want to name this episode 24, and that kind of threw you for a loop at first.
No, you said 24-8.
24-8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is 24-8. So I wanted to do this entire episode about Kobe Bryant and his legacy, but because we podcast and things happen in entertainment and culture, we have to kind of talk about it. So it's a few things that we're going to get to
at the end,
toward the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to stick around or don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's for us.
So last Sunday it was a shit show.
Yeah.
I went on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept seeing Kobe Bryant died. And that wasn't the first time I've seen somebody post something on social media where a celebrity has passed and you instantly kind of got to go, hold on, nigga, I gotta check other sources. But the main thing in common that I saw was TMZ. And I'm one of them people that believe, like I know TMZ wrong, and we're going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like TMZ is probably, when something happened,
they the most
credible.
Yeah.
I've never heard of TMZ posting a false story.
They killed Wayne.
They killed Wayne?
Yeah, they said
he died?
Yeah, and he didn't.
But he was in a
hospital.
So I'm going to say that was 50% false. He probably almost lost his life.
Yeah, but it's a definite difference. You should.
What if he died in the hospital, but they brought him back to life?
He didn't though.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's irresponsible because his family looking.
It's definitely. But we're gonna talk about TMZ and being irresponsible soon. Yeah. But so I'm at the crib, and like I said, I go on social media, I see the shit, I get to checking. When I see TMZ, I instantly was like, all right, this shit real. Mm-hmm. And then that shit kind of spread it like a virus.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a couple people talking about it, and then a lot of people talking about it, and then everybody talking about it.
Okay.
It got to a point where it didn't feel real to me.
Yeah.
And for the first 5 hours, it wasn't real. I'm like, this shit fake.
Yeah.
This shit fake. And I know. So, how did you hear about it?
Me and my wife had did something special, got a hotel room, and that Saturday night, one of my family members got killed. And my mom had called me like at 2:00 in the morning, but I didn't see it. I was asleep. So when I got up in the morning, I was talking to her, and I'm just, she telling me everything that was going on and shit. So then I hop on Facebook, and then I see all my family members posting. So on Facebook, I couldn't see.
Who was it?
My cousin Rosina.
Okay.
So I didn't get to see the Kobe shit because my timeline was flooded with all my cousins and stuff talking and stuff and posting pictures and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my brother at this point, and he had I'm asleep, and he called me, and I wake up.
Yeah.
And he tells me like, nigga, Kobe dead. And I'm like, what? And so when I look at my phone, I get these top buzz alerts, and it was at the top of my screen. So I clicked on it, and then I seen the airplane crash. So then I hashtagged it on Facebook. Then I seen the actual footage of the accident.
Yeah.
So then it just like, instantly when I seen that shit hit the ground and explode, bro, I cried. So I just instantly, because it's just the fact that there's people was in there. Yeah. I didn't even know the situation.
Right.
Who was in there.
But he was there.
Him, and it was just like knowing that people was in that plane, bro.
Yeah.
Just
in
not
the helicopter, rather.
I mean, in the helicopter, bro. Like, and that accident looked so vicious. It didn't matter if it was a celebrity or not, bro. It was just fucked up that humans was in there. You knew they didn't survive.
Right.
So after seeing that and then finding out the story developing more and more and more,
Yeah.
that shit was gut wrenching.
So as the story, another one of the reasons why I was like, this shit not real, is because I started tuning into like the news, CNN, and they had I don't know if the guy from California was a sheriff or whatever he was, but he was saying that all like the bodies and stuff, like you can't go off of what everybody is saying because we haven't recovered all the bodies. We don't know who is what. So I was holding on to that.
Yeah.
I was holding on to that. But
I was even hearing Rick Fox in the beginning. So
somebody
I
had
started
mentioned Rick Fox,
Googling that shit and it didn't come up because it was people like one of his friends had tweeted like he good. He just talked to him on the phone.
Right.
So I was like, okay, Rick Fox. So I kind of really thought it was kind of weird too at that point.
So I'm gonna tell you what I do.
Yeah.
So you know how you Google somebody, like one of the first things that come up is their Wikipedia, and then the first thing you see is the year they were born and the year that they passed, if it's a past year.
Yeah.
So when I Googled it for Kobe, and then when I started hearing Gianna, I said, okay, I Google her as well. Nobody had it was just the year they was born.
It wasn't changed yet.
It wasn't changed. An hour later, I go back on there, and Kobe had a death date on it.
Yeah. That was confirmed.
That's when I was like, damn, this shit not real, bro. Like, nah, this shit because I wasn't ready to accept that.
Accept it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, then you realize like, okay, his daughter was with him.
Yeah.
As a father, like that shit hurt, bro. Like nigga, like your daughter, like, you know what I'm saying? The one who emulated you. Because you didn't have a son.
Yeah.
That girl emulated you.
Yeah.
She was cold with the ball. You feel me?
She had that mentality.
She had that mama mentality. So it was like,
yeah.
And for y'all to go together, it's almost the sweetest thing that should never ever happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that shit hard. Just thinking as a father though, like in those moments, like what do you say? Like, I mean, because from what the report said, that it probably happened like instantaneous. Like they probably felt some shit and then it boom. Yeah. So in that case, I would prefer it to be like that if I had to go in a way.
Which they did come out and say that the way that they died, then they didn't feel no pain. It kind of was.
But the videos that they showed, that showed them coming over the mountain still without no, you know what I'm saying? So if they was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the fact that video is out. Yeah. And it's like it could be real, it might not. It's just like that's
because some people I did hear say that wasn't the video of their accident. That was just a video of an accident. Of an accident.
You know what I'm saying? And that's morbid as hell to even be putting out.
I mean, bro, it's a website out here, bro, where you can go literally and watch people get killed.
Yeah, I know. Rotten.com.
It's another one I found the other day.
Okay.
Fucks you up. Mm-hmm. We live in the desensitized era, bro.
Yeah.
Kobe, what did Kobe mean to
you? Early on, because I'm a basketball fan first, so it's like I never really hated Kobe, but he was always going against the teams that I like. So at a point, like I have to have some type of like, you know what I'm saying? But I had admiration for him because the nigga was a killer. That was like one of my only gripes as far as like I give people with LeBron. Yeah. Like if LeBron had that mindset, he'd be a whole nother beast. He probably would be the number one on the top of the list because he was most physically gifted. Yeah. So like that mentality was important for the game, and I feel like he bred that out of certain players like Westbrook. You can tell he got that same type of like drive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for me, he made my basketball experience great because I didn't get to see Jordan. Right. Like 100%. Right. I seen Jordan on the tail end when I was really like, but Kobe I seen from inception all the way to retirement. Yeah. And it's just, I feel like it's dope to say that I got that experience. Yeah. So like later on in these legacies and when we telling our grandkids about basketball, we can tell them we seen Kobe live. Mm-hmm.
When I accepted the fact that Kobe was dead, that's when, because we've had conversations, and, you know, and I was like, and you know, I'm the nigga who always said Kobe was the greatest nigga ever. Yeah. And so my stepfather, Lord rest his soul, Me and him was Lakers fans. And I just picture him at like yelling, because that's how he was. He'd come outside, we won, or like, and when I said, I just picture Jerome just going outside and was like, Kobe dead, like, oh fuck, like he would have cried. You feel me? Because that's how much of a fan we were of this man. Like, I didn't watch a lot of basketball. I watched a lot of Kobe.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And I just remember back in the day when you playing ball and you do that fadeaway, Kobe.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never uttered the words MJ. Never.
Yeah.
Never. And it's no disrespect to MJ, but I'm not a Jordan era guy.
Yeah.
I love Jordan shoes,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not a Jordan era guy. So I didn't get to experience it like that.
Yeah.
But Kobe was everything.
When Kobe was going crazy in his prime, we was in high school, middle school, you know what I'm saying? So we seen that shit. Like, we was actually trying to play basketball and emulating at
We
that point.
we not knowing that we're emulating Jordan, but we like, fuck that. We emulating
like
Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just the nastiness of how you play.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was just amazing, man. He was one of the greatest athletes. Like, and just...
Fuck that, bro. He has the greatest mind an athlete ever had. As far as, like, you might be more physically gifted than me, but I'm going to work harder than you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here before you. I'm going to be here after you.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, I'm going to run it up more than you because I want it more.
Yeah.
And it's rare to get that, like, all packaged up. And then a nigga who can execute that shit.
Yeah. Like that, like, remember we used to say, like, Kobe had that light switch?
Yeah.
Like, he can have, like, 13 points in the fourth, like, going to the fourth quarter and then drop 30 on
30
them.
on him, yeah.
Like, and you be mad at them because they end up losing, but you're like, bitch, why you ain't cut that shit on in the second quarter, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like, if, like, you know, like, that was my sentiment. Like, this is a guy who can do whatever he wants whenever he wants with that ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to drum it and just to make it seem like he just was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like, just hearing people's stories of their interactions with him and how he was as an individual person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't dispute his work ethic. But whatever the sentiment that I was getting a lot from other people was, whatever he takes a liking to, he's all in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how my mind is when it comes to tunnel vision. Whenever I like something or whatever I'm fixated on something,
totally indulge.
I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Which is a hell of a quality to have. You know, that shit just hurt, bro. Like, and part of me feel like, hell, Dre, like, you know, you ain't know him. But I did know him.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I knew him as 8, and then I knew him as 24. You feel me?
Yeah.
With the fro and then with the fade. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? I can't say I started to care for him more in, like, as he got older in the league, because I started to hear stories of him talking to people and shit.
Yeah.
Like the way he would talk to Kwame Brown and Smush Parker and all them niggas. Like that shit. I was like, okay, I like this nigga now. I like this nigga. Because you got to respect it. Nigga, if you weak as hell, then you playing weak, bro. I'm going to talk to you like you weak.
Yeah.
Until you play better, nigga. Bro. You know what I'm saying? So I started respecting him a lot more later in the years when I started to see his personality come out and you heard teammates talking about what type of teammate he is.
Yeah. So. He a nigga who wants you to win.
Yeah.
He want to win. He's gonna win.
Looking at the way Ron Artest was, like, you know, I just want to make Kobe happy, nigga. Like, if he embrace you, bro, he embrace you. He make you feel like you can do more than what you can.
Yeah.
And that's the genius in his game, because he know you have to massage people. You know what I'm saying? Even though he might talk to you, give you that tough love, but at the same time, when he love you, he make you feel it. So at the same time, like, you want to do it for him.
Right.
So I thought he was a dope individual, bro. And it seemed like he touched the lives of everybody he interacted with and people who saw him play in every facet of life. And that's all you can want passing away, is to know that you made an impact on a lot of people.
Fuck that on the world.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that at 41?
Yeah, 41.
You impacting the world like that?
Yeah.
You the biggest thing in China, my nigga. You next to Michael Jackson.
And not only that, the fucked up part about it was he was probably about to do the same thing to women's basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all it took for him to put his daughter on that path that he was doing and then go coach one of them teams.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they might not be direct competitors with the NBA, but they stock gonna be bigger than what it was.
Yeah. Well, could have been.
Yeah.
We don't know how it's gonna go now, but
Yeah.
you know, I want to just say, you know, rest in peace to everybody that lost their life and everybody that family that was affected, and everybody in the world who just sympathized and empathized with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who felt that shit like as a father, as a brother, as a cousin, like you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is some cold shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like you've been traveling this way
For 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
You know,
This is routine at this point.
it's
like
routine.
going to 7-Eleven.
So I haven't even really like looked at people talk about the weather and shit like that. I've heard a little bit of snippets. Watching the Joe Budden podcast, Rory was in LA at the time, and he was saying that when he looked out the window, it was foggy as fuck. You couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Skip Bayless was another person that said he had called his wife and they stay in Calabasas. And he said when he talked to her that morning, she said you couldn't even see out the window. It was so foggy.
But see, and that was the thing too, because in my mind, I'm like, yeah, okay. But don't a lot of these things have that radar shit where you can kind of see what's around you?
Yeah.
Because pilots do that shit on planes. They do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You flying into a cloudy, it's just cloudy. You can't see shit what's in front of you. You basing everything off of this fucking radar to make sure that you going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody around you.
So let me tell you this. So I read the report. They said that regulations, the lowest you can fly before the radar picks you up is like 1,500 feet altitude, right?
Yeah.
They was flying at 1,000.
So they didn't have the radar.
No, they was flying blind at that point. They was telling them they had to pull up so they can guide them through it. But by the time they pulled up, it was too late.
It was too late.
So it was pilot error. I don't want to put that just on. I mean, it's hard not to because I'm not trying to be insensitive about the shit. But at the same time, that's what it was. It was human error because he was just flying too low, bro.
Yeah.
Even at 1,200 feet, he probably could have got up fast enough to catch himself before he hit it. But he crashed right into it. It wasn't no.
He crashed into a mountain.
Yeah, a hillside. So it's like they didn't even have a chance. That shit fucked up, bro.
Shit fucked up. And so the helicopter shit didn't really throw me for a loop because I was just recently watching Anthony Anderson on
Drink Champs.
No.
Talib Kweli show.
Yeah, Talib Kweli's podcast.
Mm-hmm. The People's Party.
Is it the People's Party?
Yeah, the People's Party.
The People's Party. And he was talking about how people get around in Los Angeles. And the helicopter thing is an option for people with a certain type of money. Like that's an option because you have to be here in these different places and it's so spread out in a certain amount of time. So people do the helicopter thing a lot.
Yeah, they said Kobe commute was like maybe 3 hours driving, but it was 15 minutes flying in the helicopter.
Yeah.
So he was able to get to here and here in an hour or 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was convenient and it worked for 20 years. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't really...
So you at that point, you got comfortable and you trust in it. Yeah. Especially if this your pilot, been your pilot for the longest,
yeah.
And he ain't never really had an issue, you going to be like, you kicking back. You not even... Like, we good. You know what I'm saying? My man got it. That type of shit. And that probably was a sentiment.
Yeah.
Like, well, we straight. You know what I'm saying? Or it could have been like, you sure? I don't think it's thick as hell. You know, he probably, nah, I got it.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot like that go with that shit, man. Like,
yeah.
Just suddenly death. And just the kids, man.
Yeah. The family having to adjust to losing two people. It's like they lost a sister, a father, a husband. You know what I'm saying? All these roles.
Like that gone. One, yeah. I forgot the girl name. I think their name is
like it was a husband. Now he got 3 kids.
Yeah, the John Altabelli, Carrie Altabelli, and Alyssa Altabelli. They had another daughter.
Yeah.
So she lost her entire family.
Yeah.
Like, that shit fucked up, bro. Like, that's some fucking sitcom ABC drama type shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that young lady is fucked up right now, bro.
Yeah. And I think it was another one on there that had 2 kids. It was like they had another son and a daughter.
Yeah, you had Sarah Chester and Peyton Chester. That was a mother and a daughter. And I think she left behind a son and
A son and a daughter.
and a dad, I think.
Oh, it was a son and a dad?
I think.
Okay.
I don't want to,
Get it wrong.
yeah. Then Christina Mauser is a daughter. I mean, she left her husband and I think a son.
Okay.
Oh, it's just fucked up, bro. Like, and then the pilot too. Like that shit just fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That shit fucked up. I hope it make people value their life.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of people commenting about their mortality,
Yeah.
and that was one of the weirdest things to me out of the whole situation
What it got?
because it was celebrities in a sense, you know, Charlemagne and I think Steve Stoute had mentioned something, you know, but they started to question their mortality based off of that.
Yeah.
Like anybody can get it, and I was in my mind, I was like, that's probably the dumbest shit in the world to even think
That you could.
that you're above death.
No, I kind of I get what you're saying because I feel the same way, but I understand where they were coming from with it. They looking at it like it was more like it was just like the Nipsey shit. Like we knew Nipsey is a hood nigga, and he, you know what I'm saying, it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't imagine it happen. You didn't think it was kind of like, but Kobe a whole nother level just
Right.
because he was more of like a superhero.
Right.
It's like you never thought Superman can get killed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But I mean, knowing that he's gonna die at some point.
I mean, we know, but you can't think of him dying in a tragic way like this. You get what I'm saying? You think of Kobe dying, you think of him dying at 80 or 90 years old, and you know what I'm saying? He in his crib chilling. You don't think of it being tragic like this at 41.
Right.
So it's like your mind couldn't even fathom thinking about Kobe not being here for the next 20 years. Like Shaq said some shit that kind of like hit me a little bit. He was like, he was thinking about the times where like he can look at some of the people. He's like, I'll watch Dr. J play, and then I can see Dr. J now. Mm-hmm. Like I can see my Hall of Famers. Mm-hmm. And like he was like, I was thinking about like Kobe's speech at the Hall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all of these moments that he not going to get to have with him at this point. Like he's like, in my mind, I would have made myself closer and made sure that I hugged him more and all type of shit just because I never even fathomed that he wouldn't be here in 20 years.
Right.
So I understand what they were saying. It was like, it's just seeing him, like you never would have thought. Like we didn't even believe it when we first heard it. We believed way more. Like when Nipsey shit, when I heard it, I believed it. It wasn't no like, I'm like, damn. And then I felt it. That Kobe shit, you didn't want to believe it. Yeah. Niggas calling you on the phone. Nah, nigga, go check that shit again.
Yeah.
So
I think coming from where we come from and being, I'm not going to say being completely and utterly surrounded by death.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We know it ain't promised.
It's nothing is promised. So I think, you know, all those people with that sentiment of questioning your morality, that means you take life for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's important to tell the people you love them every day.
Yeah. It's imperative.
Every fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know we can say it. You know what I mean? We can say that shit.
Yeah.
But after this, you know, we're going to always remember Kobe. But at some point, you're not going to grieve as much. You're going to proceed with life as usual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially the celebrities. They are in a different space in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they go back to their busy schedules and stuff like that, and the vacation in Santorini, Greece, and you know what I mean? And you start to take life for granted again. Yeah. You feel me? That's a common human error. Everybody takes some things for granted. Yeah. Like I was telling you the other day, I took for granted, or I still do, but I'm acknowledging it, the fact that I come home to my children every day.
Yeah.
Like, it was just sitting back, and I was just like, the fact that I come home, no matter how late, and I cut my kids' light on, see the girls in there, look at the girls for a minute, kiss them, Drew, then go upstairs and get in the bed with my wife. Like, I take that shit for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, those are the small things. A lot of people.
That's the most important thing to me.
No, it is though. That's what I'm saying. But that's the small things that we seem to like not look at sometimes, and
Right.
that's the bigger scope of the picture.
I think if anything, from death, and whether it be somebody that you went to school with, a motherfucker, a homeless person, or a celebrity that you idealize, don't take life for granted. Cause you can slip and fall and bust your motherfucking head, and it be all she wrote.
Yeah, and same thing with family too. Like, it make you look at some shit like certain things ain't as serious as it could be in the moment. If it wasn't no bloodshed, then it could be worked out.
It could be resolved.
You know what I'm saying?
Even if it was bloodshed, it could be resolved. Because I lost that blood, but I gained some more. It ain't the last blood I'ma have.
Nah, in some cases.
Bro, like that's
somebody takes somebody from you, it's gonna be hard to forgive that person.
I'm not big on forgiveness.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not big on forgiveness.
Yeah.
But I understand that a lot of the things that I think may not be okay and may not be conducive to my life.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was and that's what I was really rolling around in my head like this past week period. Because I'm a cold person when it comes to death. And I got this thing like, how people be like, I'm gonna go to a man's funeral, I'm gonna go to her funeral. And the first thing I think about is, well, would they come to mine? And then when I realize, like, probably not, I just be like, fuck it. But maybe that's not the right way of thinking.
I mean,
and I know in the fucked up shit, I know you agree with that.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not the right way of thinking, bro.
I think it might have been. I think we jaded. That's what it is. I think we jaded by the relationships we had with people, and the constant being let down by people. So it's like at a point we harden ourselves just to.
Yeah.
I don't feel that shit no more like I used to.
Yeah.
And I refuse to be in that position where I feel vulnerable because of somebody else.
Right.
So at a point, like we start to harden in that way just to get by as far as like not being hurt. But in certain situations, I don't even know, bro. Like I feel like we right in that sentiment because
see, this is you're toxic.
this is toxic. Yeah.
You're toxic.
No, but I'm recognizing that
for
I'm
me,
toxic.
but you're toxic for me.
No,
because you're not telling me that I'm wrong. You're telling me shit. Like I'm right with you, nigga. Like that. I don't think it's right. I don't think that's the right way for us to live.
But who said it's not?
I don't think it is because I'm questioning it. That's why it's not. Because it's that little speck of light that's like, Dre, maybe this might not be the way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but don't you think it's always like that? Everything is always a systems go for you. It's always an inkling.
It's certain. It's only certain things, bro, and it's usually how I deal with other people, especially in death, bro. Because my first thing, like, and not saying that I didn't sympathize with Kobe, because I did. Kobe never done anything wrong to me because I never met him. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He just was a person that I really enjoyed to watch and to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you bring it down to other people in your own circumference that you've had one-on-ones or, you were able to, do a fist bump with, if we don't have that relationship, then we just don't have it. And I'm not, if something happened to you, I might feel bad, but it's only gonna happen. It's only gonna feel for an hour. Damn, that's that's fucked up type shit. I'm gonna move on with my life. You know what I'm saying? Is that the right way of going about it? I'm trying to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just acceptive.
I don't subscribe to feeling
sympathy.
Altered feelings because this is how I'm supposed to feel in these moments. I like to go off of how I naturally feel because I trust me as a person. Mm-hmm. So if I feel a way, it's a reason why I feel a way. And sometimes it might not come to fruition in that moment. and it might seem irrational.
Right.
But then down the line, it works itself out, and that validates for me that I was right.
Okay.
So in these moments when I be feeling certain shit, I might go back and be like, I could have did that different. But in the moment, I did it that way because I thought about it. Because I'm not an impulsive person. I think about everything I do.
Right.
So I treated a person the way I treated them because I felt the way. You know what I'm saying? And I take it like that. If the only time I really like draw back on certain shit is like unfortunate people.
Right.
And I'm in a position to help if I am, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the only time I go back and forth with it. But like if I treat everybody with respect,
right,
instantly. If I treat you otherwise, it was a reason why I treated you like that. Because I'm not even that type of nigga to do that.
Right.
So I trust me. So I don't subscribe to feeling like, oh, I got to be more sympathetic because they said I'm supposed to be more sympathetic in times like this. No, nigga, I felt the way I did because something that happened.
Right.
I'm not irrational. So the feelings I had, it was the feelings I had, bro. And it's regardless. So I understand what you're saying. Like, you feel like it makes you a better person when you feel, but that's fake, bro. That's not you. And at a moment, be like, you know how you is. If you give a fuck about, nigga, but I'm saying, but if you give a fuck about a person, bro, in the capacity where they never did you wrong, it ain't. You would be like, I'll go to their funeral if it was like that strong. If you felt the connection like that, but if you don't go, nigga, your connection wasn't strong with them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You would have went because your conscience would have hit you too hard. Like, nah, nigga, that nigga fucked with me and I fucked with him. Yeah. Even though we wasn't like together every day, like when we seen each other, that's my nigga. I knew if I'm in a room full of everybody, that nigga gonna hold me down if that's the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, I understand. I feel like we have a good gauge on like dealing with people and shit. Yeah. So I feel like we good, bro. I just feel like everybody else is getting sensitive and shit, and they making us try to be
monsters.
They making us sound like monsters because we logical and shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
It ain't. You don't have to be overly emotional. We logical, bro. That's just the way our mind works.
Cause I mean, I think cause maybe it just sound bad, like cause I'm not the one to hold my tongue for shit. So if a motherfucker be like, man, damn, you know, something happened to such and such, be like, damn, that's fucked up. But then it's be like, shit, I don't know what that nigga was on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But because, like, if it was you, it's a different story. I don't give a fuck what you was on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You my baby, nigga, and that's that. Yeah. But I already know where we coming from. Yeah. I don't have that same interaction with everybody. So when somebody else passes, it's not gonna be the long, drawn out sympathy. I don't have that relationship with that person.
I feel like it'll be a monster if you just be like, right. When somebody tell you, oh, this person passed away, you like, shit happens, nigga. Niggas die every day, B. And go about your business. That's the monster. But if you take a second to be like, damn, that's fucked up. I feel for dog family and shit. Yeah. And then you keep it moving in your life, nigga. That's what you do wrong. You gave your sympathy, but you can't harp on it because that's not taken away from your everyday life. You still gotta support your kids and your wife and your family, Russell.
And those particular people don't affect my everyday life.
But even if they did, you gonna have to move on regardless.
Yeah, but I would feel more hurt because if they affected my everyday life, like this was some people that I dealt with and I see once a week or once a month, some shit like that. If I don't see you 3 years, nigga, we ain't got that. Yeah. We ain't there. So I mean, I just been going back and forth. It's just been a lot of death, bro. Yeah, it has. You feel me? It's been a lot of death, you know, and death is something that's always weird to me. Even though I know it's expected, it's just always weird to me.
I think it reveals a lot as far as like, especially with family. I'm talking about as far as like, not particularly this Kobe death, but like regular, you know, people just passing. You see a lot of the type of, like you see the personality and the true intentions behind people. Right. The people that was closest to them. Right. You know what I'm saying? You start to see if people really fuck with them like that, how they mourn. And it's just like you start to gather a lot of information. It's a time where some people get fake, some people get greedy.
And that's the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I see the fake shit. Yeah. I see that. Yeah. And I never want to be that guy. Yeah. So I'm always unapologetically me. Either I'm hurt or I'm not. But I start to feel like, should I pretend to be hurt?
think about it like this. This is a more logical way to think about it.
Damn.
No. I'm just saying it kind of like dumbed the whole thing down a little bit for both of us because I just thought about it in my head. So, say you go into therapy, right?
Right.
And your therapist, you telling your therapist what's going on.
Which I am, by the way.
Yeah, me too. So if you go to your therapist and you tell them about everything that's going on in your life, right? Mm-hmm. And everything that's going on in your life has to do with other people. Mm-hmm. That therapist is going to walk you back and be like, no, what's wrong with you? You just told me your wife problems. You just told me your daughter's problems. Mm-hmm. You just told me your mother's problems. But what's wrong with you? Yeah. That's us projecting other people's feelings on us. Right. We don't feel like that, bro. We don't have to. That's it's not conducive to us. Right. So the therapist would tell you to, you have to separate a little bit from those people so they can deal with their problems and you can deal with yours. Mm-hmm. So at a point, y'all can come back together and it be symbiotic and everybody be harmonious. But at this moment, you have to deal with your shit. And my feelings ain't how everybody else think I'm supposed to feel in this moment. My feelings of me and what I got to deal with is how I feel in this moment. Right.
And so I'm referencing because with the other people involved with the crash, you know, people will say, "Oh, you ain't saying nothing about the other people." I don't know them, other than the fact that they passed and they left somebody behind. Yeah. And families were just completely shaken up. And because I'm a family man, so I feel. But after that, like, nigga, let's talk about Kobe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just Kobe, like, nigga.
But that's the thing, though. We don't know these people's lives to be commenting. No,
like, what if they all, well, I say they was all racist, but what if they was?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know anything about them. So we can feel sympathy for the families and shit that's left behind that's going through that shit right now. Yeah. But as far as, like, to go beyond that and be like, I'm going to be fucked up for the next 2 or 3 weeks because of these people got in this crash, like, we don't even be that fucked up about soldiers that be getting killed. Nigga, like, niggas hear about that shit on the news and be like, damn, that shit bad, and then like playing video games right after the you know what I'm saying? So it's not something that we have to that we hold on to like that. So you can't I feel it's fake when people be like, I'm sick and I don't even know these people and I don't know what happened. And if you can place it with your life, I understand. Like if you lost all your
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
But if it's something that's outside, like you kind of like you harping on it for no reason. You bringing yourself down for no reason.
For no reason, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't subscribe to feeling other people's feelings. Like, I don't have to feel that way, bro. I just don't.
I guess I was thinking because I know I have cold emotions and I know I can be very, very blunt. I know I'm very forward and just to be honest, bro, I know it's a lot of people I don't give a fuck about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know why, but I just felt like, am I wrong for feeling like that?
But that's what I'm saying. You know why. That's the magic motherfucking words, nigga. Like, most people, if it's irrational, bro, and they don't have a reason, then it's stupid. Yeah. But you know why. Exactly. You don't give a fuck, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters, bro. You know,
don't say it like that. Like I just don't give a fuck.
I'm talking about this particular person. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like you don't give a fuck about everybody. You don't give a fuck for this reason and this person, and it's just that. Or it might be a group of people that you just don't give a fuck about, but you have a reason why. Yeah. It's not irrational. So that's why I'm saying it's not a bad thing, bro. You managing your feelings, bro. You know, like I don't got feelings. I don't got enough. Like you got 10 feelings, nigga. Yeah. I don't got enough feelings to be giving niggas shit.
To give everything.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. These feelings gonna come out for special reasons.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
It is what it is, my nigga.
You toxic though.
I'm not toxic, bro.
You toxic. We toxic for each other. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
No.
Because we enable we enable those feelings. Like when you feel a certain way, 9 times out of 10, I'm right with you. Like. But we don't question it. We don't challenge each other on those feelings. Like, bro, think about it like this. I think I do try to do that to you, though.
We do, but I'm about to give you the perfect example. So I had a situation where people wanted me to get cool with somebody who was in our circumference. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I had a reason where I didn't fuck with the person like that because I just didn't feel in my heart. It kind of sounded rational when you look at it. 2 years down the line,
It's right. Yeah.
Exactly what the fuck I said, my nigga. Exactly my instinct that I had came to fruition.
Right.
I would have been mad as fuck if I would have been fake cool with this nigga. He would have been in my house doing all this shit, coming over, family. I would have been pissed that I did that to myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end, I didn't go with my feelings. I'm listening to everybody else saying I should get along just to get along. No, nigga, fuck that nigga. That nigga is exactly what I said. So at a point, bro, I trust me. That's why I said when shit come when it come up like that, it validates exactly why the fuck I was right.
Right. But what if it would have never came?
Then I could have just been wrong. See, but that's the thing. Most of this, I've never been proven like that.
Right.
Most of the ink, because I'm not that cold. Like if a nigga cool to me and I just find myself not liking this nigga for some odd reason,
his breath stink.
you know, I could still be cool with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but it's just not gonna be like my ace. But if I just if I got an inkling like, nah, I'm straight. I don't fuck with that nigga. It's something there, bro. And I don't go against my feelings on that type of shit.
Right.
So I trust, like I said, I trust the instincts. And that's all you can do. Trust yourself. If you know you're an irrational ass nigga, then maybe you should think about the shit that you go, like your situations, like maybe your interactions with people. But if you know you rational, you know that's how you argue, nigga. You come from a place of rationality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know how you is, nigga. It's not me enabling you. It's just letting you know that, nigga, you know you a better person than you think you is. You thinking you just like this monster, nigga. You subscribing to what other people is telling you about your feelings is wrong, nigga.
But that's the thing. I never let anyone tell me. No,
but that's the reason. That's the reason that you even going back and forth with it, because people think you're a monster because you feel the way you do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know I'm a different dude, and I know that the people around me, for the most part, they just go along with what everybody else doing.
Yeah,
and I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not being different for the sake of being different. I'm just different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had an argument with my mom, with my wife and my dad that I'm not a friendly person. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not mean or nothing like that. I don't even come off rude.
Right.
I'm just not the person that's gonna go strike up conversation in a place where ain't nobody conversating. You get what I'm saying? Like if I'm in the fucking Secretary of State and ain't nobody talking,
I'm not about to talk.
They telling me I'm like, my dad was like, yeah, I talk to people in line and stuff like that. I said, that's not me. I'm like, that don't mean I'm not friendly. If a nigga say something to me, it's not like I'm just gonna give him the stale face. I'm gonna have a conversation, but I'm not the spark. If a nigga turn around and say something, you know what I'm saying? I ain't rude. Yeah. I ain't gonna just look at the nigga up and down and just like turn back around, nigga. I'm straight. That's monster. I'm not that type of nigga. I'll talk to you, but I'm not the nigga that's gonna strike the conversation up, because we ain't here for one reason, to get this shit on and get the fuck up out of here.
Right.
But I let them tell, and I was going back and forth, bro. I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, am I? I'm like, nigga, you ain't nothing wrong with you, bro. Like, I'm not mean to people. People fuck with me. When I go to work, every time I walk past, they say what's up to me. If I was a shitty person like that,
they wouldn't speak.
They wouldn't speak. Yeah. So that's why I said I don't like people projecting that shit on you. Like, don't tell me how you feel like I am just because you got it in your mind off of limited interactions.
Right.
You don't, like, they come to work and they see how everybody fuck with me. They understand that why I say I'm friendly. You know what I'm saying?
Ish.
Yeah, friendly-ish.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit just, I don't know. Death really got a way of making you think about shit.
Yeah, it do.
You know what I mean? And I think that was the sentiment. Like, I forgot who said it, but it was years ago, man. It was a person, man. He was like, if you live your life based on what your funeral gonna look like, you're gonna be a good person. Okay. Like, you know, because I've been to a funeral where it's like 8 people in this motherfucker. Yeah. And the person that I'm with is only there to make sure that the motherfucker is dead. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So, Yeah. But then I've been to funerals where it was nothing but standing room left. Yeah. And the fucking remarks, when people do the 2-minute remarks, nigga, it ended up being an hour because everybody wanted to say something. Yeah. So, and then I look at it like my circle is small by choice. I fuck with people who I feel like fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And then it just like I said, I just start thinking about like that shit. Like, am I the nicest guy? Do I come off, you know what I'm saying, like an asshole a lot to people? Am I accepting? You know, when I die, is my funeral gonna look like everybody like like just 8 motherfuckers, or it's gonna be 8,000 motherfuckers.
Now let me tell you why I feel like you would be smooth on that aspect. We had a conversation about not fucking with certain people or a certain person, and you would be like, "No, we can keep it cordial."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you never know how the cards might shake.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. As far as that,
yeah.
So you live life like that.
Yeah,
you don't burn these bridges. You cool with everybody. So if these people don't know, like all they know is that you fuck with them. At the end of the day, bro, they gonna be like, if you go, they'll be like, I go to that nigga funeral, dog. He was always 100 with me, or he was always smooth with me. You didn't burn that bridge. It ain't niggas that's out here hating you. It's probably 2 niggas that hate us together.
No, it's one in particular.
Yeah, we'll show that. But other than that, bro, it's like it's not a lot. We ain't out here burning bridges and niggas out here like praying on our downfall. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we'll be smooth on that. The people that we give a fuck about for real. To be honest with you, I want that little 30, 40 people, 50, you know what I'm saying, people. I don't need all that 100, 200
It's not about wanting, because you know, you just put the flyer out like live dead, this nigga. Yeah. And then people like, oh, I gotta go pay my respects. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was just thinking, like, you know, when it's a lot of death, you just think about how you impact people. You feel me? I talk to a lot of people. Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any enemies out there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like as long as we keep doing that, putting that good positive energy out there, we'd be smooth, bro. As long as we ain't out here just like mobbing on niggas and shit like that and just like not giving a fuck about nobody, we smooth.
But then I think now in a clout chasing era is different though. It's like if you was quote unquote like somebody or a popular person, people would mourn you a lot more to gain some notoriety. Yeah.
So they want to capitalize on the hashtag.
That is disgusting. Yeah. That is disgusting.
That's a part of the game, though.
That is fucking disgusting. Yeah. And I see the shit, especially with Kobe. Yeah. Like, I don't think I made one post about Kobe, and that was primarily because I'm glad. Oh my God, I'm so glad we got here because I was thinking about that shit. And when people post on social media, rest in peace to this person, and I'm guilty of it. And that's what made me think, like, why the fuck am I doing that? The person who I'm rest in peace in can't see that. So why the fuck am I posting it?
Did you see any posts about my cousin on my page?
No.
I watched that shit. And that's just not me, because I don't need the sympathy from everybody else. I felt I compartmentalized my feelings. And I got them right with myself, and then I moved on with it and went accordingly. I feel like, you know, heavy about it, but I'm not about to go online because that's not the forum for that. Right. I posted about Kobe on the wordplay page. Right, yeah. And then that was it. Yeah. I didn't even put him on my personal page at all. So it's just like certain things it's not needed on social media.
I just don't understand that, and I would love for y'all to really make me understand why that's acceptable in our day and age. Yeah. Like, why does it matter? Like, I lost somebody. Like, my granny passed. Nobody knew. Yeah. I didn't tell nobody. Yeah. I got pictures in my phone. Mm-hmm. That shit fucked me up. I cried like a motherfucker. Yeah. But I moved on because I was prepared for her death. But my granny never had Facebook. Yeah. So what the fuck am I posting rest in peace to granny for? Yeah. Because I don't understand that.
You know what made me really, like, look at that shit for real and notice it, like, what it does is, like, when I see somebody post it and then I hit the comment button and I see like, I'm praying for you and your family. It's just like people like, I'm sorry. Like, what do you can't, if you like on posts like that, do you supposed to like that type of shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, do you hit the like button? It's like, what the fuck do I do with this shit?
It's confusing.
Like, I don't know, bro. That shit just different.
That shit nasty.
Yeah, it is. It's different, bro.
And it's still 2020. I mean, that's it's still 2020. It's still the beginning of the year. That's one thing I want niggas to stop doing. We got multiple cameras I don't always want to look at. But that's one thing I want people to stop fucking doing. Yeah. Stop posting rest in peace and these sympathetic and these heartfelt ass messages about people who are dead. Yeah. They can't read it. I don't want to see that shit. Yeah. I'm sorry that you lost somebody.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do on this.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to like it. I don't want to comment on it. We don't talk every day. So I'm not about to extend my hand and say, come talk to me whenever you need to talk to me.
I've seen people put that up and then somebody would comment what happened and then they ignore them and then people asking like, why put that up if you're not even gonna answer what happened?
That shit dumb.
Like that's the type of shit. That's the
dumb,
natural
bro.
question
nasty,
that comes up after you tell somebody that happened.
Shit is disgusting.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are you supposed to accomplish out of this?
So niggas is clout chasing death.
And I think it's inadvertently. I think they feel like they want to get sympathy or they feel away and they just want to let everybody know they feel away.
But you getting sympathy
Off of you getting fake sympathy.
It's
because the people who know you knows what you're going through right now.
Right, like one of my classmates that I graduated high school with got killed on Friday. Rest in peace to Demar. I posted, I woke up to some bullshit. Rest in peace, Demar. And the moment I posted it, I felt like that was disgusting. The moment, because he can't see that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, his daughter is 10. I don't know if she on Facebook to see it.
Yeah.
Or his family. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? But somebody that I'm cool with was really close to him.
Yeah.
So I didn't hit him up on Facebook. I texted him. That's to
make sure he was all right.
To make sure you good. You feel me? That's how I give it up. I'm not doing the social media shit. Not with death, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not doing that shit. And that shit just nasty.
Yeah. Because I don't even feel right because then it looks weird too because if I post that and then my next post be like, hey, go watch Wordplay the podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
3 posts ago.
It looked crazy, bro. It's like,
man, I'm fucked up. I'm about to kill myself. It's death, nigga. Well, shake that ass, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit weird, bro.
Like,
that shit is disgusting, bro.
it is, bro. And I don't even think people be realizing
when
that
you
shit.
post, like, okay, even if y'all don't subscribe to, all right, y'all going to keep making the nasty posts about some death and that the person who died can't see. At least wait a whole week before, or wait till after the funeral, my nigga, and then post some freaky dicky shit next. Don't do it the same week. Cause that shit look disgusting.
It's crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't think people be really realizing it. Like, the dramatic, like, if you just, I don't even think they be looking at it. I think they look at they shit as traffic.
We look at it like that because we're designed to.
No, but I think like they looking at it through the traffic, but I don't think they just scroll their own page often. Like, go to your own page and look at that shit, and you will see the nastiness as you scrolling. like, why the fuck am I talking about my mama getting better, and then there's some twerking pictures after this shit, and then you posting tomorrow you smoking? It's like, the shit look weirder than a motherfucker, bro. Like,
it's disgusting.
Social media ain't for the serious shit.
It's not.
It's all for the fuck shit. Just let the fuck shit
not
lie.
even the fuck shit. It's for fuck shit and business. Entertainment shit.
Entertainment purposes only.
Not for your real life.
Yeah.
But again, we're talking to fucking horses' asses out here, so they're not gonna subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Some people's only interaction with other people is
it's
that
online. Yeah. For big facts.
So that's why you get that type of shit. But I just want to go on record to say that when you post about somebody who's dead and you're ripping them continuously on your Facebook and you're tagging them, realize that they can't read that.
Yeah.
Their spirit guide or their spirit does not have a cell phone, my nigga.
You'd be better off talking out loud, bro.
So boom. So that's the thing that I don't find disgusting. When you're venting, you know, like, damn, like, man, I'm in a bad way, mentally. You feel me? I don't think that's bad. I think that's a way for me to understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't talk to you. So when I see you, the first thing I say is, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you all right?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I seen what was going on.
Yeah. Because if you see a nigga venting, then it kind of give you some context to the relationship they had with that person.
Right.
You can kind of see if that's somebody that they should, like, they grieving for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I look at Shaq about this whole thing, I see him grieving about it.
Yeah.
And then to find out even his son got
Your
a text.
son was the last person to talk to him.
Like, come on, bro. Like, that connection and then that in the moments and shit. I know he feel that shit and thinking about it. So in moments like that, what you looking at, man?
Looks like a floaty. Never mind.
Oh, it's from the blunt though. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, but like that type of shit, bro. It's just crazy. Like
That's
real feelings.
Shit. But all that shit, cause the celebrity shit kind of bugged me out too, cause it was the same sentiment. It wasn't just with regular people. I feel like as a quote unquote celebrity, when someone dies, why do you feel like it's your duty to make a post about them?
So what about videos? Because I seen a lot of people doing numbers too.
What you mean, like the video? Like, man, it's fucked up out here. That shit is disgusting, bro. All that shit. You think I give a fuck about how you feel about him?
Yeah, it was NBA.
Or anybody? Like that shit is not no.
NBA players was doing
Cause who you nigga, talk to your fellow players. Talk to the commissioner. Talk to people. I don't like, bro, how you feel about that person. I know you hurt, my nigga. I know all of y'all niggas hurt. Cause all of y'all niggas was at practice. Kobe, all y'all niggas. I know y'all was.
Yeah.
Cause he was that good of a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But I don't need to know how you feel.
You want to know, like, the pressure of social media is so bad that LeBron James didn't say nothing at first.
Yeah.
But they were they was talking so much shit that this nigga didn't put out a statement that he had to put out a tweet to let explain to how he feel or whatever, and then moved on with it. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Let me breathe.
Why do I have to do like when they showed the nigga getting the information when he got off the jet, the nigga broke down coming off the jet about the shit. So at that point, you seen that it was real. So why are y'all pestering this nigga to have a quote or something about what's going on, bro? He hurting.
This shit is nasty. And we're the guys who's going to let people know that this shit is fucking disgusting and is not acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
For real.
I don't care. Like, I knew LeBron was hurt. I wasn't waiting on LeBron to tweet about it. I wasn't waiting on nobody to tweet about it. Nigga, grieve, nigga.
But think about it. People were saying that how would he be hurt and shit like that. Think about it. He just seen this nigga the night before. He gave the most heart when he passed him, bro. And that's and it fucked me up watching the interview in retrospect. Yeah. The story he gave, bro, and how he explained that Kobe was a part of his life from the beginning. Yeah. He was like how he gave him shoes in high school, and then he went on to play an AAU game against Carmelo. Yeah. And how big that moment was for both of them. Yeah. And he squoze his foot in some shoes that was too small and wore them bitches because
Kobe gave it to him.
Like that type of shit, bro. And then to see this nigga pass like that, bro. And
that was his brother.
You knew he was hurting, bro. So why the fuck would y'all even doubt that shit, bro?
That shit is nasty.
It's nasty as fuck, bro. It's like, I hate
Where's Joe Budden? Because Joe, everybody getting the nasty award this week, my nigga.
For sure,
everybody's getting the nasty award.
Like, come on, bro. That shit
nasty, bro.
It's beyond me, my nigga. I don't understand that shit.
I can't, bro. I gotta be me. I gotta be different, bro. I gotta be different. I gotta be.
Welcome to the toxic side.
All this toxicity. Yeah. All this toxic. Is that how you say it? Toxicity.
You hit it right on the
toxicity.
nose.
All this toxicity. This shit is disgusting, man.
Yeah, it definitely is.
God damn. Shit. What else happened, man? What else happened with the Kobe? Oh, the people who decided to bring up the rape accusations.
Wait, before we get to that, that's because that's gonna be a lot of meat and potatoes. I got a little small one. The lady who said the N-word.
The Nakers.
Yeah.
The Nakers.
What you think about that shit? You think she was deserving to get fired?
No.
You think it was an honest mistake?
I think it was an honest mistake.
But she said,
I don't know. I
don't think she
Los
said
Angeles.
Niggers. She said the nigger. She said nigger.
The Los Angeles Knickers.
No, she said niggers, bro. So where did niggas come from? Like,
why we always talking about these niggas on TV? You know what I'm saying?
She was thinking this subconsciously, bro. Because where do you even what rhymes with that word to make you say it? Like, what's close to it?
Clippers
and niggers is not the same.
But it's in the same boat if you talking fast.
But you would think about the word before it should be a word with an N that makes you think
the Los Angeles Clippers.
Los Angeles.
But she probably got the Clippers and the Lakers mixed up and said Nakers.
But where's the
N?
Where's the N?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't nigga she.
Listen, I'm trying to get a bitch.
The words don't work like that, bro. It's like,
but she didn't get fired though.
I heard she got fired for that.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I heard she got fired for that.
I think it was an honest mistake.
I think it was an honest mistake.
I think it was an honest mistake, bro.
It could have been, bro. I mean, I ain't.
But that's just me not trying to be toxic in 2020.
You ain't trying to be militant, nigga.
No, I ain't trying to be toxic, nigga. I'm not gonna assume the worst for everybody. You feel me? I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm the same nigga who had in Longfellow, for my people who went to middle school with me. We had a fucking counselor named Mr. Graybrook. Mm-hmm. I was saying something one day, and I just said Mr. Gaybrook. Now, Mr. Gaybrook was something that we would say like.
Yeah.
But I made a mistake and called him Mr. Gaybrook out loud.
But think about the closest. Gray, gay, gray, gay, gray,
you right or
gay.
wrong.
You can get there from there.
But I knew what I wanted
Lakers, nigger. Clipper, nigger. Nigger, it don't sound the same.
She said Nakers.
No, she said nigger, bro. I heard nigger.
I ain't gonna do that, bro. But she got fired, so ain't nothing I can do about it.
I'm just saying,
my little podcast ain't gonna get this bitch.
But what I'm saying is, nigga, it's just funny how the mind can betray you in some moments.
It definitely can, especially
she was thinking that shit, bro.
If she was thinking niggers, like if they was having a conversation off camera, like why are we always talking about these niggas? Like I don't get it. Like every time a nigga died, then the niggas, she probably said nigga a lot, and then it just kind of was there.
It bled over.
Cause she said niggers.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to entertain.
Yeah, she's trying to pop.
Trying to pop, man. That's it, man. But
yeah, but
she said it. But
that shit was hilarious. Though. I ain't gonna lie. It was a moment for me because it was a light moment in a moment where everything was going on that was bad, and then that shit made me laugh.
The Los Angeles niggers.
When she said it, bro, I looked at because my wife showed it to me. When she said, I said, "Oh, that white lady did fucked up."
What make it so bad is Charlotte made it to put that shit at HD just to so they took the original audio and they enhanced it just so you could hear it. Like that bitch said niggers, bro. That was no question.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like that was a moment because I don't get offended when it happens because I know people is racist.
Yeah,
but I have the most glory when I see it happen on live TV.
Yeah,
and then the shit reveals itself like, oh yeah, these niggas racist.
What be so bad about it is niggas will be recording that shit, bro. Like, bro, what? You hear what that bitch just said? Nigga, the commentary.
Yeah,
man, this bitch tripping. Look at the, you know what I'm saying?
Who was that? Bill O'Reilly that was on there with Dame Dash and Cameron when he was talking about some nigga, you mad? Like I know he wanted to call them niggas so bad, bro, because I know he did. And see, if you say some nigga down the line, bro, I didn't expect it, bro.
I don't know, bro.
I knew he had it in him.
He could have said nigga in that moment, though. Like, nigga, you tripping, nigga. You feel me?
You mad, nigga? That nigga.
No, nigga, you mad, nigga. The fuck?
I know it's kind of off topic, but did you see the dude, the battle rapper, the white dude who said nigga?
Oh yeah.
And my man socked him in his face.
He snuffed him.
And then everybody was like, he's a dude that's from the culture, and he'll be allowed to say nigga. I said, no, that's the shit. What happens?
Some niggas just gonna give it to you.
How you gonna tell this man how to feel about that word, nigga? Like every man feels how this. If y'all feel good with it, then he don't. He took it upon himself to smack that nigga. So
he punched that nigga.
Yeah, he punched that nigga.
He gave him one.
But yeah, that shit was funny too. But what's next? What you got?
The negative shit. I want to address the negative shit.
Ari Shaffir.
We gonna talk about Ari. We can talk about Ari right now. So comedian Ari Shaffir, and the reason I had text Big J like your boy when I posted it on Instagram. I said, look what I just posted. Look at your mans. He talking about, that ain't my mans. That's Joe Rogan mans.
Yeah.
But the only reason I called him your mans was because not even a couple episodes ago, you brought up, we was talking about comedy, you brought up Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
And you said Amy Schumer's, the Ari Shaffirs, the Joe Rogans, and that little circle of people.
That's their circle. Yeah.
Right.
Bert
So,
Kreischer,
but because
Tom
to all them niggas.
Yeah.
So just stop naming names because at some point
No, I'm saying that's the
yeah, but I know. But the fact that you knew them fluently, like I didn't. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, it's a thing.
But that's why I said that was your man's because you knew that they was a crew.
Yeah,
you feel me? So that's why I put them on.
I told you I watched Joe Rogan, so I know everybody in the crew.
I pull up the audio just in case they didn't see it.
That shit was funny though. Like
that shit wasn't funny.
No,
Bro.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the conversation we was having about them though. And then for this to come back around and this nigga fuck himself like this.
Yeah. I'm about to play the audio.
Pain in the world, and there's always a bunch of terrible stories. And every once in a while, there's a good story. A good story comes out. The guy who got away with rape got his today. Kobe Bryant is a god. I'm here in Charlotte, the home of the team that originally drafted him. Maybe he wouldn't have raped that chick in Denver if he had stayed in Charlotte with the Hornets. Oh, there's always a lot of pain in the world.
So that probably was the nastiest live video that you can ever see in that time frame. So Let me just give y'all a little background. So according to Ari Shaffir, that he does that every time a celebrity passes. And most people wouldn't have known that because, well, Ari Shaffir is not our cup of tea.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that type of comedy that people with a lot of pigment listen to, or a lot of melanin, rather.
Yeah. It's an acquired taste.
I don't like it. Yeah. And that's why I told him to eat a dick. He ain't funny anyway.
Yeah, I don't watch his comedy. I watch his appearances on Joe Rogan. That's about it.
Has Joe Rogan spoke about it? You think Joe Rogan gonna talk about it?
No, but Ali Sadiq talked about it.
I did see that. Ali Sadiq
he talked about it
it
because he was like, you know, as far as his relationship with him, and he was getting a lot of phone calls, and he basically said the nigga was wrong.
He said he was wrong, and he said, I don't condone that type of shit.
Yeah.
But because Ali got a lot of shit with Ari.
Yeah.
And
his Mexican got on boost, nigga.
Yeah.
Say that we
Mexican got on boost ain't got nothing to do with Ari. It's the mushroom story.
No, I'm not talking about with Ari. I'm saying that was on Ari's show. He was the host of that show.
Oh, he was the host? I thought the black nigga was the host of that show.
Afterwards, but my man's Ari, that was Ari's show originally. He came up with the concept of the show, and he hosted the first 3 seasons of it.
Oh, okay.
Roy did the last season of it.
Okay.
But Ari's still like a producer on it. Yeah.
Okay, well, not no more. So when I seen the shit via TMZ, and I just thought that was the most disgusting shit in the world. Because even if in that, let's just say you do that type of humor where you make fun of celebrities.
Yeah.
Why would you drum up something that detrimental, that could have been that detrimental to that man's career?
Yeah.
And some shit that he didn't get convicted of, you just brought it up. And you didn't bring it up like it could have happened or it maybe happened. You said it happened.
Yeah.
I think that was I think that's why people was more upset, because that's why I was upset about it. Because if that's what you do, then that's what you do. Mm-hmm. But but I'm not gonna use my platform to shit on you, to say that you raped somebody.
Yeah, he was acquitted for it though. I mean, he settled out of court, so it wasn't no conviction. So at a point, you was even wrong in it. You calling this nigga a rapist? He not a rapist.
She had 8 semens in her.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm bringing that shit up is because they brought it up and I don't want them niggas to make my nigga Kobe like you're a rapist. Yeah. That bitch was a freak. She was taking dick and she tried to get a payday, and she did.
I think when that part of the shit that Kobe snitched on when he
that's
Shaq, like that he hit her too.
Yeah, that's when everything fell apart.
No, I'm saying, but didn't he say that Shaq hit her too? The same bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I try not to.
I mean, no,
it's out there.
It's good and the bad with my nigga, bro. He's still a legend.
Yeah,
you know, players fuck up too.
So when I text you that, did you immediately go to Instagram?
What, when you text me
to go look?
Yeah, instantly.
What did you say when you saw it?
I went to Instagram to see what he posted, and he had took it down and put up a apology.
Yeah,
well, semi-apology, and then I went on to YouTube to go see if Joe Rogan and Tom Segura and all of them niggas, because I know their podcast is coming out.
Yeah,
Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, they podcast didn't even come out this week. And see, I'm interested to see what they say, because not even a month ago, Bert Kreischer had a issue with Ari because he had invited him on his podcast, and Ari made the drinks, and Ari laced this nigga with Molly. And he was getting ready to go do, that was the night before his tour. So he was getting on the plane, and the last night he was supposed to be with his family, but he said he was tweaking so hard he stayed in his garage all night because he didn't want to go in the house with his kids.
That's fucked up.
So he like, nigga, and then he was like, his first day on the tour, it was like a whole thing. His peoples don't fuck with him. His wife like, that nigga not allowed over here no more. I don't fuck with the nigga. He dead to us. And so he trying to I'm trying to be cool with you. And at this point, he probably like, nigga, I can't even take your back, bro. Like, I don't even fuck with you like that for real. So
Ari just be lacing niggas then.
No, he's that type of, he's a weird dude, bro. He's like a prankster, say crazy shit, show his dick on stage. He that type of person. He kind of like Eric Andre.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's Ari. He's like the white version of him.
Shit, Eric Andre is the right version of Eric Andre. The fuck?
But that just lets you know what type of humor he do. That's
right,
the type of, he's that type of person. So it's not, when I seen that shit, it's not out of the realm of the shit he do, because he's that type of shock value type of nigga. But the person he do it and the maliciousness in it, that was like, I ain't never really seen. It wasn't even a joke there, nigga. It wasn't funny or nothing, bro. Like, I didn't even understand.
That's the thing. Like, okay, you a comedian, or so-called comedian, and then you say you make fun, but none of that shit was fun.
Yeah.
Not one piece.
That's what Ali said too. He was like, I didn't get the joke. Like,
what was the joke?
If the joke is funny, then niggas can like, okay, like what's my man's name? Last name is Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
He's a comedian that's in that Joe Rogan circle. He made a joke, and his joke was funny, and people laughed at it. They's like, when I heard Kobe pass, I was like, what? Kobe pass? Like,
yeah, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't malicious. It wasn't nothing like about that. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe that Kobe a pass, rather the ball or in life. Like
that more was just clever.
Exactly. So like I understand, but I don't. That's not a joke, nigga. That's just like an observation that you trying to make. You know what I'm saying? An observation.
Yeah. Well, he made an apology. I was gonna read it, but it's kind of long.
Yeah. It was just explaining that he do that shit.
Who cares?
Exactly. He said people was asking for it too.
One of my other podcast homies, Neil from Beats Brews and Points of Views podcast.
Yeah.
He commented on it, and I commented too. He said he does this every time any celeb dies. I don't typically find that type of humor funny, but he posted like a 10-page thing on his Instagram explaining himself. Now Neil is a white guy, but Neil loves hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But he's not like not trying to be black. He's just a white dude that like hip hop.
Yeah.
And my response was, just because you do something over and over doesn't make it right or funny. And this and any time he does it is in poor taste.
Yeah.
Period. It's a time of, like I said, I would never tell nobody how to grieve.
Yeah.
At the same time, but you gotta get off of this social media shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that happens. Yeah. Because you probably like, oh, this is how I'm grieving. This is how I grieve when people that I like pass. So I'm gonna make a joke of it or I'm gonna make a thing of it, right? But then it's gonna be picked apart.
This is how it's gonna be framed from now on.
This is how it's gonna be framed. That's why you gotta refrain from posting shit about dead people. Because you might say something. You might put this word here, put this word there, and it's all an apology to you.
Yeah.
But the person reading it might not gonna read it like you meant it.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Now let me tell you this. So when I seen that he said that, and then he put in his apology that this is what he do and all that stuff. So I looked into it and seen like some of the people that he was talking about he did.
I just fired it, by the way.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just going.
I mean, since everybody else was being nasty, I'm gonna be nasty too. But go ahead.
So this nigga, damn, you threw me off. I smell it now, nigga. That shit.
Yeah, it's like
a little bit.
Ate some beans.
Yeah. But the nigga said he had one of his homeboys that was a comedian. You ever heard of Ralphie May?
Yeah, Ralphie May. He probably one of the most disrespectful motherfuckers in the world, but he was funny.
He did that to him when he passed.
That's not okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he knew him.
But was it funny?
No. So
it's in poor taste.
I think what the crazy thing is, he's gotten this far because somebody liked his brand of comedy. So it's more of an insight on the people who actually support this nigga in the first place. Like, what type of shit do y'all be going for? Like, or what do y'all like? Because this nigga,
what do y'all find funny?
Yeah, like
them the type of people that'll watch somebody getting skinned alive while a nigga telling jokes and they be like, oh, this shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like it's a thin line in comedy, and I think Dave Chappelle probably is the only one. That's why he's considered a genius, because he plays the line perfectly.
Yeah.
You feel me? He goes in, but not too far.
But Dave Chappelle is an observative nigga that sit back and look at the whole situation in completion and then give his commentary.
Yeah.
I feel like what Ari did is he seen the headlines and seen people giving all his sympathy
and decided
he wanted to go the other way.
Yeah.
So he put up the video, probably not even knowing, because he said he didn't know that his daughter had passed when he did the video and all that stuff. He probably just seen it come up and like, oh, let me get on this, like, because it's the popular thing in the wave right now.
A nigga who did something for views,
but it bit him in the ass because now he losing money because he didn't. It's not even shit he can stand on.
Yeah.
Because if you could stand on that, then you wouldn't even put up an apology.
You would have kept the video up.
Yeah. I'm a person that recognize shit that's fucked up. Mm-hmm. But if it make me laugh, I'm not gonna be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate that it was some funny in there. It made me, if I chuckled at it, I can't be mad at it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like a good racist joke.
So if it would have been, so if it would have been funny, bro, and made me laugh, I would have been like, oh, that's funny. But it was nothing funny, or it was. I didn't even see where the comedy could even like pop in for a second. Yeah. It wasn't even like a little quick jump in with the comedy, and it was just a straight monologue of bullshit.
Yeah, and then when like people take death differently, so you just gotta be careful on what you say and how you say it. Or the best thing, to quote Blueface, don't say shit at all.
Keep it to your motherfucking self, nigga.
That's the best way to go about it.
It don't pay you shit to mind your own goddamn
because
business.
People are looking for a reason to say fuck you.
Yep. And this is a dog ass reason that you gave him. You just like alley-oop these niggas that shit.
So you probably never even thought about having a black audience or black fans like that. You will never get them now.
Yeah.
Cause you the nigga.
Yeah.
You the nigga that said that shit.
The one. And then it makes it 20 times worse that he white.
Yeah, that's
because you know he don't like he look like he don't give a fuck about basketball. He don't even look like he can hoop. Like he's not. He don't even care about the hair in the middle of his head, bro. Like he fucked up out here. Like, I don't know, bro. His brand of comedy, like compared to the niggas he around, I don't understand how they be looking like, oh, this nigga is cold. Like, so I be looking like it's a couple niggas in a circle that I don't really like
find funny.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the core niggas, I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Tom Segura's, the Burt Kreischer, and the Joe Rogan, I understand that. Everybody else that branch out, not so much. You know what I'm saying? And those niggas, they the ones that have the weird ass like shit that do shit like Ari just did.
Yeah.
Like they the ones that kind of like toe the line. They might be kind of racist, but I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
maybe that's who Dave Chappelle was talking about. Niggas who racist in this comedy game, and they mean that shit.
Mm-hmm. And they mean that shit. Like when they say, like I used to think Bill Burr was racist until I watched his comedy. Like I was watching him talking shit just because his mannerisms and how he got that thick ass Boston type sound. Yes. It sound racist.
Yeah.
But then when I seen like his comedy and seen how like, oh, he fuck with us a little bit. Yeah. Then I found out he was married to a black woman, and you know what I'm saying? Like where he coming from. So I understand his shit. I don't understand Ari at all. So to even be commenting, nigga, you don't look like a nigga who can hoop. So what you talking about basketball for? Mm-hmm. You don't even look like you know Kobe Bryant other than the tabloid shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, why even say something? It wouldn't even he could have if he would have tweeted that shit.
But the funny thing is so just to combat what you said, because I think he know a little bit about basketball. Because not many people know that Kobe played for Charlotte or got drafted to Charlotte. But the fact that he said that first.
Bro, you don't think that's some shit that you can find out on Google?
Not if the sentiment was, oh, I see the headline, he dead, let me get up on it.
Nah, nigga. If you want to know who Kobe Bryant is.
Because if that was the sentiment, if you dig some Kobe Bryant shit up, the moment that happened, they was talking about Gigi. All of it. Mm-hmm. They was talking about Gigi, his daughter.
But I'm saying he know Kobe Bryant for the rape case specifically. So when Kobe Bryant name come up, that's the first thing that's gonna come up because it's not basketball. If he gave a fuck about basketball, he would have knew not to do that. You get what I'm saying? He would have known not to do that, bro.
See, when you brought up the Ralphie May shit that he did to Ralphie May, I think with comedy and comedians,
they can do that to each other.
They can do that to each other.
Yeah. Because they do it when they're alive.
Because they do it when they're alive. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't think they'll have it any other way. Mm-hmm. Just for the culture.
Yeah.
But Kobe's not a comedian.
Yeah.
He barely a rapper.
That nigga was one of the most serious people we've seen until later in his career when he started laughing and smiling and shit. Before we knew that nigga for like the Stone Face and Mamba, nigga. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I'm canceling our shit. Well, fuck that. That nigga wasn't even in my radar.
That's why I said, why cancel shit when you ain't even subscribed to it in the first place?
Well, you right, I'm wrong, Jay.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga, bro. Let him lay where he lay. It's funny that he thought that probably he was gonna lose some black people with this shit, or he wasn't gonna be able to access the black people, but he wasn't expecting the white people to be like, hell no, nigga, we don't fuck with you either, because he's starting to lose money. And them companies and shit.
They can't be associated with that type of negativity.
Like these venues, them niggas is owned by white people. They shouldn't.
Well, he was getting death threats and shit too. Like, bitch, we about to kill you tonight, ho.
But I'm saying though,
which is nasty in its own right, because you got regular people that will kill you over a celebrity.
Yeah.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
But the people in defense of that, like the people in LA, they look at that nigga like he everybody's family member.
Kobe.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that LA, that shit bleed in all they blood. So when I see them taking that shit way worse than everybody else because he was a staple in their city. Not to have a pun with the stadium, but he was a real staple in their city.
Yeah. They probably gonna change the Staples Center name to Kobe Bryant Center.
Oh, so what do you think about the changing the logo?
I'm excited about it.
I'm saying you think they should? They was talking about like
yeah,
if they should or not.
Definitely.
You think they should? I think.
Oh, definitely. I don't even understand why Jerry West was the fucking logo in the first place. But it wasn't nothing for me to fucking. It was always that.
Yeah, they said they wanted to change it to the Jumpman, but they couldn't do it because Jordan Brand didn't want to come up off that.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Yeah, it's all that merch and shit. So they was like, shit. I mean, Kobe, I feel like Kobe's logo and brand wasn't that big as far as like merch wise.
Yeah.
So I think they could do it with him. Like,
and
then it wouldn't be his logo. It would be like his movement.
His movement, yeah. Which I'm with. I think he deserve it.
I think it's due for an upgrade too.
Definitely due for an upgrade. It's definitely going to be a little weird to see the NBA logo being anything other than what the fuck it is.
And how can you argue when Jerry West agreed with it too?
Yeah. But my thing is, with Kobe, God forbid something happened to another beloved athlete.
Yeah.
They gonna change that too? They gonna change it again? That's what I mean. Like, I feel like the NBA should do it. Like, however long Jerry West had it, that's how long Kobe should have it, and they should change it. Like that. That's how I feel.
I think the impact on the game. I think Kobe is the next best thing if they couldn't get the Mike symbol.
Right.
So like I think you gotta be in turn for it. I think if after Kobe, yeah,
it could have been Shaq's. That's dunk. That would have been.
No, but you got Shaq ain't coming off his brand either, even though it's cheaper. The Kmart Payless shit. But I'm just saying. But I'm saying I'm pretty sure he moving them ugly motherfuckers. It's a lot of niggas
Boy,
that
I
need
was
that.
seeing them bitches at the Secretary of State on niggas' feet. Yeah, where
That's
you
what
get
I'm saying,
them?
bro. You see a nigga with the long.
Where you get them from, bitch? That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious, dog.
Yeah, he ain't coming up.
But I'm with it though. I'm with it. That was my only sentiment though. Like, is all right. So if you change it to Kobe,
the next person you should change it for is LeBron.
if
Not even just if it came to a point where LeBron played for like 25 years and then leave the league.
Yeah.
In 25 years, you can put him on there.
yeah, you can.
You know what I'm saying? 25 years dedicated to the game. He deserved to be that. And he
Or
probably,
something needs to.
because if he played the 25 years, he definitely going to beat everybody record in scoring. So he going to be number one on top of scoring. So why not put him up there?
Yeah. But I'm not like, don't, because if you never thought about it, about changing it to Kobe, well, don't do it in death. Like, do it because he deserved it. You should have did it while he was alive. It should
But
have
if
been
that
a
was the case,
conversation.
if that's the case, then we shouldn't do it at all then.
That's just me. Like, I mean, I'm with it, but I'm just playing devil's advocate.
But I feel like that was the argument, though. That was people saying, like, if you wasn't thinking about it.
Before, why are you thinking about it now?
I heard some people, but that's the outrage thing doing this job, because I've heard people say that, oh, are they going to put him in the Hall of Fame this year because...
No, he wasn't...
It took 5 years for him to qualify.
To qualify, yeah.
So now he's able to go. Like, people,
yeah.
like, they not even informed on the basketball
Yeah.
shit. They just going off of what they hearing.
Yeah.
So at this point, I feel like they was talking about changing the logo. They just didn't know to what.
Right.
And they couldn't get Jordan, so they was trying to sit and see what they can do and make the most logical sense.
Right.
Kobe made the most logical sense because he was the biggest player in the game other than the people that's currently playing.
Right.
And he's the next best thing to Jordan if you can't get him. So, boom. It makes sense.
Yeah, smart.
But I don't know if it's going to happen, though. The petition's looking good, though, as far as, like, everybody championing it. But, you know, bureaucrat shit, like, some shit... I'm saying certain shit, they don't want to change it because they like, shit, nigga, we got merch that's supposed to be coming out next year with all this, you know what I'm saying? We got to change all this shit up.
Change it. They gonna change it.
Hopefully they will, but we'll see.
That's my only, that was my thing with that. What else? What else happened? You see, you want to talk about Gabrielle Union, right?
We can talk about that a little bit, but we ain't really got to go in deep. It ain't really shit for me, but Terry Crews was mad because... No. What happened? It started off with Gabrielle Union, like speaking out against America's Got Talent. Yeah. And
I've been watching close. I just wanted you to give it a little what's going on.
Yeah, and then Terry Crews chimed in afterwards, basically saying
He had an interview.
Was it an interview?
He was I forgot what he was on, but they had asked him about her experience.
I mean, by his experience.
No, they had asked him about her accusations, and he was saying that as a man, as far as the sexism, he didn't never really feel that because he's a man.
Yeah.
But he would never tell a woman, that she didn't experience that. And his sentiment was we should believe all women, which I feel like is some bullshit. But he said we should believe all women anytime they say something.
Yeah.
Right. But then they asked about the racial shit, and he was just like, that wasn't my experience. He said it's the most diverse group of people, you know what I mean, and whatever. And she felt like when you said that nigga fondled on your dick, I had your back. Why you ain't got my back now?
Or just don't say nothing about it.
But they asked him, you know what I'm saying, and that's where he worked. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And I get it from his side.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know they was gonna ask me this shit. I'm assuming that he didn't know they was gonna ask him that shit. So I have to be careful with my words. So I'm not just gonna go out there and completely shit on somebody that's paying my bills.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? If that's what you're looking for. So then after that, Twitter started saying, black men don't never speak up for black women. And I hate when people say that shit, bro. Like, it's not black men, it's that man and that woman.
Yeah.
Period. Don't say all men, all black men, no, nigga. Yeah. Or all black, don't do that. Don't box us in all together.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But I understand Terry. The only thing I didn't understand was the fact that
he said that he don't have an obligation to care about how they feel, like his wife, his mom.
No, his wife, his mom,
his daughter.
His daughters, they got men in their life that can. So I understand that sentiment because as a man, like you marry A. A has an attachment to her father. At some point, you're gonna be like, all right, now listen, I got her. You don't have to, because if she had an overbearing dad that was always, you would feel less of a man. Or if she's always running to her father for emotional support, you would feel less of a man. So I understand that sentiment. But again, when you start to tweet shit, people are not reading it the way you're trying to get them to understand.
Right. But the only thing I can bat that with is like when he say like his daughter and stuff like that. As far I understand that, but what if he got his daughter? I
don't know if they grown and they got men in their life. I don't know.
His kids not grown like that. They probably and they just still in their teens. They not even hit 20
when
yet.
My daughters get to a certain age.
Yeah, when they get to a certain age,
when they get to, I'm gonna always be there for them.
Yeah.
But when they get a husband, I know I have to scale it back because that's supposed to be their man.
I'm saying you're gonna defend them if somebody asks a question about him.
Definitely.
So that's what happens. Somebody asks him a question about.
I don't know how he might parent a totally different way.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And his mom might have that same sentiment, and that's probably why he got that same sentiment. So I'm not gonna crucify Terry Crews for how he feel.
Yeah.
It just looked bad.
Yeah,
you feel me? Because what happens? Because the moment he said what she said, she immediately jumped on the defense, like on some here's another nigga not defending a black woman.
Yeah. Where the case was like,
and now he's apologizing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, it's not about me not defending you, boo. I've never seen you have that experience. I'm not saying it didn't happen. That's not my experience. Now, if that was my experience, then shit, I'm gonna say something. But if I didn't deal with that, like you telling me, I'm not going with that. Everything a black woman say, we just supposed to believe it.
Yeah. I'm
not going with that.
But like, I think he led the right way the first time when he commented on the him not being able to speak on it because he's not a woman, so his experience is different. Yeah. You got to think about the racism too as being different because they're not going to treat you like this because you're a big ass black man. There ain't nobody going to say no disrespectful shit to you because they fear you in some type of capacity.
Right.
So they can get away with saying that shit to her. So you should have said the same thing. That wasn't my experience because I'm a black man and I'm a big black man. So these niggas not going to be like racist to me because I'm going to call it out or they're going to feel like they're going to have an issue with me and have to deal with it.
And if that's the thing, if you wanted me to have your back like that, like I said, and we don't know, this all speculation, my niggas. We podcasting here. Yeah. We weren't there. Yeah. My thing is if I'm Terry Crews and my co-host, somebody that I probably call a friend, is Gabrielle Union having an issue, come talk to me about it. because I'm not having these issues. So when you come talk to me about it, I'm a big black man. So come on, we finna go in here together. Hey man, what the fuck is the issue? I mean, what is the issue?
But he don't even seem like that type of nigga. We don't know.
No,
but
he
we
probably ain't gonna
assuming.
right. I mean, he ain't the fucking go-to nigga in Hollywood.
No, I'm saying we seen that he let a nigga touch his dick and didn't say nothing about it.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
No, I'm just saying though, boy, that lets you know what type of nigga he is. He's not gonna rock the boat unless he absolutely have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And spineless as it is, I can't blame a nigga for protecting his own bag.
I'm glad you said that because you said it the perfect way. It was spineless, and that's what it was. It wasn't like he was wrong. It was just spineless. It was something that you did where you could have stood on and held your nuts as a nigga and said something, or you could have just bitched up and went in the corner.
Right when you said held your nuts, I instantly think of that white nigga holding his nuts too.
Because
like you
we
get
had
that one ball, I get the other side.
But we had to think about it like this. It's more like Nick Cannon had the same experience there with the racist shit.
Yeah.
So she's not the only one that's saying this.
Right.
Your experience is different because you look different than Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon don't look opposing. And he's putting himself in a circle.
Or because we know Nick Cannon is an outspoken man and who will rock a boat because he gonna get a bag somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? But that's that same sentiment of a motherfucker going to a job, dealing with everything under the sun, stressed the fuck out because you think that's the end.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We go through that shit every day, so I can't blame Terry for not doing it. And most niggas on Twitter need to cut that shit out too, because all y'all bitches probably go to work with somebody that stress you the fuck out, that you fucking pulling your hair out, got blotches and shit like that, skin breaking out. But because you can't.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And regardless of he in LA and he got a couple dollars, he's still in a position where he could go broke.
I ain't gonna lie though. Most people gonna say something. They ain't just gonna be kissing ass. I guarantee you. Like a lot of niggas.
It take time.
Yeah.
It take time and comfortability. And you have to know that in order to, when you get him, like Nick Cannon is a self-starting nigga.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon, ever since he been doing this shit, bro, he's had multiple things going on.
Yeah.
So if he lose a bag over here, he still got 3 bags he getting over here.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the difference. So yeah, he nigga, fuck y'all, nigga, I'm out, bitch, turping and all. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gone. I don't need this shit. But a nigga like Terry, he might need this shit, or he might think he need this shit.
But that's where I'm trying to get to. Like, in that moment, you don't say nothing. You just leave it alone because you're not gonna sit up there and lie, but you're not gonna sit up there and tell the truth. If you're not gonna tell the truth, then why even speak on it? Just be like, you know what? I don't know that experience, but
bro, them motherfuckers. And when you a part of a network, bro, and I'm pretty sure that AGT was on the same network that he was doing the interview on. Not 100% sure.
Might have been.
But they watching it.
Yeah.
They watching it, bro. They watching it. And in hindsight, they probably told them to ask him that question to clear it up.
But why ask him? Because you know he gonna do it.
Because he know he gonna do what y'all want him to say. Do.
But is that honorable? Is that some nigga like we don't even respect niggas like that?
We don't respect niggas like that, but that's business. That shit been going on for the longest.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you ain't. I would rather not. I would even tell the company I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't feel like that, and y'all know I don't. We have a torn relationship or whatever the shit going on. I don't like what's going on, and y'all know it. So I'm not about to get up here and lie and be like, "Oh, it's nothing." Don't ask me that motherfucking question. Skip it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about something else. Cut this out the interview. Because at any time, it ain't like the interview is live and it's about to just roll through and ain't nobody gonna be able to edit this bitch.
I think it
Take
was
that
live,
question. Take that question out.
I think it was live, bro.
I don't think it was live, bro.
But even not, bro. Like I wasn't angry at Terry.
Yeah.
Because I understand where he was coming from.
Okay.
The whole, and then like even with the whole him talking about his wife's get him wings and no other women in his life. That's how that man live his life. You feel me? I can't talk about another nigga how he run his family. Cause you can't tell me shit about how I do with my kids. I talk to my kids like they grown. You know that.
Yeah.
But somebody else like, why you talking to them kids like that? Bitch, get the fuck out my face. You don't know what the fuck going on over here. Yeah. So I can never condemn a nigga for how he feel or how he do his family. Point blank, period.
It's not condemning him, but you can make observations.
I'm not. No, you cannot.
On the type of nigga he is.
I don't know him personally. All I know is he is a Z-list celebrity. No, I ain't gonna say Z.
Can you read
W? Maybe a W-list. A W-list celebrity. You feel what I'm saying? Who has some money, but he's not Denzel. He ain't Nick Cannon. He ain't Gabrielle Union married to a 3-time NBA champion who secure, who could probably got M's. She got M's herself. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know what that nigga situation is.
I'm telling you this. Off of observation, he seems like a dude that listens to whatever his woman tells him. Okay. So in that moment, he said himself in that quote that he put up afterwards, an apology, that he went and talked to his wife about it. And his wife told him this and this and this. He went and talked to his wife about it because he felt uneasy about it, right?
Right.
His wife told him, fuck that. And he took her whole stance. Mm-hmm. He came out the gate like, fuck everybody. Fuck my mama, fuck my daughter. Right. They got niggas that's going to worry about them. I only got to worry about her because this is what she's telling me to say. That's what I got from the type of nigga he is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that he's a bad father or a bad family man. None of that shit. I'm just saying niggas like that, you ain't got balls, bro. We know that. We know nutless niggas when we see him. And he's a nigga that don't stand on his own. He's going to go on whoever stroke, whatever, like.
I ain't going to say whoever. I'm going to say one person in particular.
His wife.
His wife.
And that's just the type of nigga he is. But that give you the insight to the type of person he is.
That's not a bad way of living.
It's not a bad way of living, but it lets you know what type of person he is.
Because my wife is completely different from me. Mm-hmm. My wife sees shit that I don't.
Yeah.
You feel me? So a lot of times I ask her for her opinion. Because I know she sees shit that I don't. Yeah. And sometimes her opinion shapes what I do after that. You feel what I'm saying? Because she sees shit. That's not that I don't have balls or I don't have a spineless. I have to fucking consult with my motherfucking board. And right now, it's just two of us on the board. You feel me? That's my partner in life. That's my partner in business. That's just what the fuck it is.
So taking this situation specifically, if you go tell your wife and you Terry Crews and you feel a way like, I should have stood up for her. You think I should have stood up for her, babe? And then she tell you, fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
We got
bills to pay.
And then you go out there, instead of going and taking that information and finessing it in your own way, like, that's my sister, I'm down for her, but that wasn't my experience when I was there. Wouldn't you go out with that stance instead of going, fuck that bitch, nigga?
No, because that stance directly contradicts either you siding with her or that didn't happen.
It's not siding with her, bro. It's like, I'm not in this shit.
How can you support her?
This is not my fight to fight.
Right, but that was the thing.
I exit stage left, my nigga.
But I'm running away from it, and it looks like that she's right. So you have to take the shit.
He running from it anyway.
No, because when they asked him about,
because he's saying that's not my experience, and we know
that's not my experience.
But we just said as a black person, we seen different people experience that's saying that, and he might not be saying nothing because he's trying to secure his job.
You saying exit stage left? I'm not in. I'm been it and I ain't in it. Mm-hmm. That directly combats that what she says is right.
No, it don't.
It does.
It don't.
Cause you like, nah, fuck that.
If you say like you said,
I'm out. Yeah. But that might be your
he could have prefaced it with like
NBC or whoever the fuck network that is. Probably like, nah, nigga, this is what we need you to say.
He could have even said, I'm me, so they ain't gonna do that. So I can't even subscribe to that. This is the same nigga that got his
balls played with, bro. Like, come on now. He can't keep taking L's. Not like that. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, I'm not condemning Terry Crews for how he feel.
What would you do in that situation?
What you mean?
If you was Terry Crews and they asked you that question and you was in his job.
What is my financial situation?
Terry Crews's.
I don't know what his financial situation is.
Obviously, you saying he need the job. If he ain't,
I'm assuming
he need the
job
because the way he talking.
Because of the way he talking.
Exactly. So in that moment, how would you?
What I would have did, like I said, me being me, while we was before you even got fired, we gon' like if you having issues, like we should have talked. Like, why are you waiting to go on Twitter? Like
what if she did talk to you about those issues?
Come on, let's go handle it.
So I'm saying, and they asked you that question, would you tell them that you went in there helping her, or would you be like,
yes, because after I went there and handled it, my objective was to make sure that if we do end up parting ways anyway, that it's no ill will or no bad blood.
Yeah,
you dig what I'm saying? Or you gonna keep your job and we gonna work it out.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? But then you got people in that entertainment game. You feel me? And I'm not saying that Gabby is like, one of them celebrities with a chip on her shoulder, but she possibly could be.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful, black, rich woman with a beautiful family, a rich-ass husband. Mm-hmm. Her problems ain't my problems. She might be a different motherfucker. She might be a whole cold diva. Mm-hmm. She might be right under Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? She might be a whole bitch when she get in that motherfucker. Why ain't my trailer smell like roses? I wanted black flowers. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what she is.
See, but what if but that's the thing. It's all perception because what if the people who thinking that she's a bitch, she asking for regular shit. And
that's
they just under pressure.
So as a man, because I love women and I love black women, and this is a person that I'm assuming we're friendly or frish. Is that what we say?
Yeah, frish.
Frish. That's friendly-ish. We frish. So I'm gonna help you while we're here before we get to the tweets and all that other goofy shit.
Yeah.
That shit should have been nipped in the bud beforehand.
Yeah.
But Gabby feels away. Because it's been a minute since she got fired. Like, wasn't it last year?
I think so.
Well, everything was last year, but it was like mid last year, right?
Yeah, I ain't seen her. I don't even watch that shit for
So
real.
it's been some months, maybe a year,
Okay.
that she has been fired. She still feel the way, so that means something happened. But that would have, to me, I would have tried to help you in that moment. I wouldn't have let you get all the way 6, 7, 8 months fired, and then now we tweeting about the shit. No, come on, let's do this shit right now. But that's me.
Yeah.
So and Terry ain't me. Because if that nigga would have grabbed my balls, then I'd have broke his fucking jaw.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying.
Period.
So, that's why I said it's the type of person he is. So I'm not saying people is wrong, like saying that he's wrong, but we just like shut your spineless ass up, nigga. Like shut the fuck up.
It's spineless. It's spineless. But at the same time, I get it. Some niggas is in that situation. I'm a nigga who tell you, we talk about that shit all the time. About motherfuckers taking all kind of shit because they black. Strictly because they black. White people quit jobs, nigga, like it ain't shit. Fuck this shit, man, I'm out. They go on break, don't come back. Nigga, they clock in, look around, walk the fuck out. White people do that shit. Niggas, we take everything.
Maybe that's my gripe with him. I feel like he kind of like you a bitch, bro. Like, come on.
But you can't say that.
No, it's not even just
when
in
you
this
work with people like
no,
that.
I'm not saying in this situation just that. I'm talking about like looking at the like grabbing his dick and shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like, bro, what kind of?
But some people, bro, like, and then like, see, I remember Terry Crews when he was Money T. You feel me? Like, that's how far back I know Terry Crews.
Yeah.
When they had that little weak ass wrestling shit on, they used to come on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
He was Money T. You feel me? Like, that nigga been in the business for a long time.
Yeah.
He played football. That didn't work. The wrestling shit didn't work. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At some point, you get tired of shit not working, and you like, bro, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do to make sure my family good.
Yeah.
And he does. So I can't knock a nigga for that.
You can when
I can't.
You can when it's not
I
honorable.
can't because I love my kids enough to, bro, where I shovel shit. I CEO so we can bow our heads and pray over the meatloaf. I do anything to make sure my kids is okay.
Yeah, but you got to take the shit that comes with it. When
I
you
gotta
do fuck
take the shit that comes with it, except a nigga touching my dick, nigga.
It's no, but
I'm breaking his jaw, bro. Like, no, or he getting choked up or something, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like it ain't even a thing that he couldn't have did it. It ain't like he's soft enough, like he can't.
But it's not even that though. But he probably in that moment he probably felt like because that
he said he don't want to be the angry black man. That's not even a reason enough. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's a weak ass reason. If he would have been like, this nigga is like a Harvey Weinstein to this shit, and if I hurt him, then I could probably never get another role again in life, which would directly affect my family because they banking on this money coming in that I'm doing.
But in the time that we in, as far as like we know what the Me Too movement was, and he was after this. He was after the movement was already started.
Yeah.
He know what he could have did. If that nigga would have touched his dick or something like that, bro, I would have exposed this nigga. Nigga, you touched my dick, I broke your jaw. And this is the storyline out now. You touched my dick, I broke your jaw. Yeah. And this is what's on the headlines. So if I don't get no more roles because of that shit, we gonna go be in court, my nigga. I'm gonna get the bread. So either you gonna give me the movie role and you pay me, or you gonna go to court and pay me.
I thought you gonna prostitute your dick.
you did it, my nigga. I got mines back. I broke your jaw. So everything else is pros after this. The money and all that shit. I ain't even gotta work for it now, nigga. Come on. I ain't gotta be 3 months in Atlanta when I don't feel like it. Run that.
But you know, like, man, with men though, like, it's just, especially as black men, I don't even, like, until you get to that level of Denzel or Will, bro,
You always gonna be looked at like that.
you always in fear, like, them niggas can go broke. Not them in particular, but them, like, the regular niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chadwick Boseman and shit like that, he can go broke, bro. He can go broke, bro.
I don't know at this moment, nah, because I think he ascended to that point. Like him and Michael B. Jordan is on that next level where they
the next Will Smith and Denzel. Probably.
Yeah, they there.
But you know what I mean in those sentiments. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that's coming in, like my mans who played what's the movie with the football dude who got convicted of raping a white girl, but it didn't happen. They just had his movie. Is it Antoine Bolden?
You talking about the dude who was in the Michael B. Jordan movie?
Name what movie?
No, I don't think that's the new movie they had with Jamie Foxx.
No. But he played in NWA. He was MC Ren.
Oh, okay.
Familiar face that you see.
Yeah,
You
I
feel
know
me?
what
He
you're
be
talking
in shit,
Yeah.
but he can go broke, bro.
Yeah, he definitely can.
It's probably shit that he had to deal with that we don't know about that he probably never talk about until he retire and write a book. You feel what I'm saying?
We just seen the Hispanic dude from Mighty Ducks. They just
Yeah,
showed him.
that was Goldberg. Damn, shouts out to Goldberg, man. That shit fucked up. But they go through shit, bro.
Yeah.
In this game. You know what I'm saying? And as a black man or even a man of color, period, like, you know it's scarce.
Yeah, so it's either stand on your principles or possibly be broke.
Or be broke. Or not stand on your principles. Nigga, don't stand on your principles or be broke. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know morally this shit wrong as fuck, but you like, fuck it, I gotta do it because I gotta eat. You feel me? Yeah. It's the same concept as a nigga that go to work every day, bro, that the supervisor be bitching. You feel what I'm saying? The manager be bitching. Yeah. Then he come home, his wife bitching. Yeah. He deal with all that bullshit, bro, but he gotta provide.
Yeah.
That shit will kill you.
I see what you're saying, how it's honorable as far as like...
I'm saying it's honorable.
I mean, I'm saying you saying it's respectable.
No, nigga, I understand it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That might not be my course.
Yeah.
Because I'm not on the course of working for nobody else. I'm on the course of owning everything I touch.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's different.
Yeah.
And Nick Cannon, you could so you can't compare. Nick Cannon is a nigga who on the course of owning everything that he touched. He has a different understanding. He walks away from shit, but he walks away from one door to a whole nother door that been open and it's gonna stay open. Yeah. The nigga been doing Wild 'N Out for 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. That's his shit. Yeah. Any other nigga, you can't do nothing wild. You nothing with wild in it, nigga. Anything wild, even the Wild Thornberries, nigga, that's Nick Cannon now. You can't compare. Cruz is a supporting actor. He not a leading male actor.
Yeah, I know.
He got to do what he got to do to provide. So it's some shit, it might be disgusting and nasty, but I understand it. I'm not gonna condemn you for it.
I mean, I understand it too, bro. I don't like it. It's just
it's nasty.
I just don't like it, bro. I can't even play roles. Like I said, I understand the sentiment, but I don't subscribe. I'm not rolling with it.
A lot of niggas do.
I could have held his nuts a little bit more on that one.
So my man did enough for him. What's our time frame, Joe?
Hour 40.
All right, we can wrap it up, man. We can wrap it up.
Yeah, so.
That was a good episode. It was a good episode. We didn't really have nothing on the docket, though.
Yeah, we stretched that shit out like elastic, nigga.
Not even really. It wasn't even like we had to stretch it, man. It just was.
No,
real,
I'm just
real
saying. I'm saying it went farther than I thought it was. I thought we was gonna do an hour. To be honest with you, when we started, I thought that's all we had enough of. But the shit definitely went longer than I thought.
Well, this has been another episode of Wordplay the Podcast with your host Dre Parker
and your other host Big J,
and we are done.
Episode 95.
We out.